Hi, Greg the Brickitect here. Today we're going to take a look at LEGO Creator Set 5864 Mini Helicopter. This is a small 3-in-1 build. It's 52 pieces. Of course, includes the helicopter. Also has a plane and a boat. I'm going to build all three of these with you here today and let you know what I think about them all. Here's the finished helicopter. I used 48 of the 52 pieces and it is fairly detailed. I love the proportion of it. I like the windshield in the front. Of course, it does have the functioning rotors at the top and also the propeller in the back that spins. And I think there's a lot to like about this build. But next we will take a look at the airplane. Here's the completed plane. I guess it's actually a float plane considering it has floats in the bottom here. This build only used 43 of the 52 pieces, so it was a little bit less than the helicopter. And I have to say I don't really like this build as much as the helicopter. I thought that I would, but after I completed it there was one thing that I didn't like about it, and I have to say this is a little nitpicky, but it's this propeller right here. I'm really not a fan of this being gray. I really wish they would have made this blue. It really would have looked a lot better with the lines that are going forward. And looking back at the helicopter, it wouldn't have really mattered had that been blue. But again, that's really nitpicky, and I just think it takes away from it unless this has an exposed engine, which I don't think it does. But had that been blue, that would have looked really nice. I also really don't like this gray piece at the top here. I just don't think it's necessary. Those pieces would have stayed on there. Without that, I guess they just kind of threw it on there. But I do like the wings. I like the way they look, and I like the tail piece and what they did with that. Made a really good use of this piece right here to make the top of the tail. And overall, this is an okay build. Not quite as good as the helicopter. Just a couple things I would change, but that's what LEGO's all about. You can make changes. Finally, here's the third and final build. This is the boat. It used 41 of the 52 pieces, and I have to say I'm fairly impressed that they took an aviation set and made a boat theme out of it, and to use such few pieces I think is very impressive. I'd have to say this is probably a tugboat. I'm not really down with my boat terminology, but that's sort of what it looks like to me, and I really love the look of this. I like the back. I guess this is supposed to be sort of like the motor back here. You have the stacks up here. There's a little bit of function with the spinning, but very limited. And then the front end looks really good. I like the windshield, and it just is it's a really nice build for a third set. I mean, not bad at all. This is just icing on the cake in my eyes, and I think they did a good job. So that's my review of LEGO Creator Set 5864 Mini Helicopter. I have a lot of fun building these small little sets that I think they're great. This is actually my second box that I've reviewed. The first one was the Mini Digger. If you haven't seen that review, I'll put a link to it in the description, but I still have 2 more of these left from my eBay purchases that I made. So you'll have to check back in the future for that. And also you'll have to check back because I intend to make a mock using the pieces from this set. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but if you check back, I'll have something up here very soon. And again, I'll have other videos that review these kind of sets in the future. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.